Good afternoon, everyone. And today we are going to discuss about heat transfer. But before starting the heat transfer, let me discuss few things about heat. Actually, heat is energy in transit. Heat is a energy in transit which flows from a body of higher temperature to a body of lower temperature. So we should speak about heat only when there is temperature difference, right? So we should speak about heat only when there is temperature different. We cannot say heat is energy which is possessed by a body, as we generally know that kinetic energy of an object moving with some speed v is k is half mv square. So this kinetic energy is the energy which is possessed by the body by virtue of its motion. We can say that. But whereas in case of heat energy, we cannot say it is energy possessed by it. We need to speak about heat only when there is energy flow. Okay, and that energy flow is due to the temperature difference. So we cannot say heat inside a body is some 10 joules or heat inside a body is some 20 joules. We cannot say those words. We can speak about heat only when there is temperature difference. And in general, the heat flows from high temperature body to low temperature body. So this is some basic information regarding the beaks. Now let us actually enter into heat transfer. See, listen here. Heat always moves from warmer body to a cooler place. As we discussed now, heat always flows from a body of high temperature to a body of low temperature. And see next one. Hot objects in a cooler room will cool to room temperature. So whenever you place any hot objects in a cool room, then the heat energy will be lost by that hot object. So gradually its temperature reduces and it becomes cooler. Similarly, whenever you place a cooler body in a warmer room, then the temperature of the object will increase. As a result, the object will become warm. That about something flow about heat energy. Now, the transfer of heat energy in general takes place in three ways. The first one is conduction, second one convection, and the third one is radiation. So we will study about these three modes of heat transfer. First one is conduction, convection, and radiation. So let us discuss about conduction first. So in this mode of heat transfer, the transfer of heat is without the actual motion of molecules. The heat energy will be transferred without the actual motion of molecules. Let us take an example about this. See, this is a metal. Let us say this is a metal and you are heating this one end of the metal. So when you are heating this, the molecules over here in this region will receive that heat energy. So when they receive that heat energy, their temperature will increase. So when the temperature increases, they start vibrating with the more amplitudes. I repeat once again. The molecules which are over here receive the heat energy directly, right? Now once they receive that heat energy, they rise their temperature. So temperature will increase. The temperature will increase. Now when the temperature of molecule increase, they start vibrating with more amplitudes. So in general the molecule will be vibrating here. So as their temperature is increasing now, they start vibrating with more amplitude. Now when they start vibrating with more amplitude, they undergo collisions. They undergo collisions with the adjacent molecules. Now these adjacent molecules will receive the energy during collisions, right? So the adjacent molecules which are adjacent to this will receive that heat energy during collisions. Now when they receive the heat energy, they also rise their temperature and they also starts vibrating with more amplitudes and they undergo collisions with next adjacent molecules. So like that the collision will be transferred and energy is transferred from one end to the other end. So that is the reason why after some time even this end is also gets heated up because of this flow of heat energy. So if you observe one thing here, the molecules are not moving better. They are not displacing from their positions. They are just vibrating. So during vibration, they undergo collisions and they are transferring the energy to the next adjacent molecules. Like that, the energy transferred from one end to the other end. So look here, when you heat a metal strip at one end, the heat travels to the other end. See it like this. So you are heating it here at this end, but the heat energy is transferred from here to here. Right? See, I give a reason also there. As you heat the metal, the particles vibrate. With these vibrations, make the adjacent molecules vibrate, and so on and so on. So because of this vibration, the energy is transferred from one end to the other end. So this mode of transfer of heat without the actual movement of molecules is only called conduction. See here, conduction. Now let us take an example, beta. Let us take an example for conduction. And the question is, why does metals feel colder than wood when they are both at the same temperature? For suppose you place a wood and metal in a room. So temperature of surrounding is same for both wood as well as for steel, that metal, whatever it is. Now when you touch that metal, you feel that the metal is cooler when compared to the wood. Why that is happening? Why that is happening? And the reason for this is, if you observe, one is wood, the other one is steel, beta, or metal. See, metal is a good heat conductor. It conducts heat, right? So whenever you touch this steel one or metal, then it starts conducting the heat. So the heat will flow from the hand to the steel. As a result, here at the point of contact, you feel it is cooler, beta. But whereas wood is a bad conductor of heat, so it doesn't conduct any heat. So whenever you touch this wood, there is no transfer of heat energy. As a result, this wood will be warmer when compared to the metal, because metal is a good conductor. It transfers the heat, it conducts heat, whereas wood is a bad conductor of heat. It doesn't allow any heat energy to pass through it. Right. Now let's go to another mode of heat transfer, and it is convection mode. If you see conduction, there the transfer of heat, the transfer of heat without the actual motion of or movement of molecules. Whereas in convection, there will be transfer of heat because of actual motion of the molecules. There is a major difference between conduction and convection. Look here. Convection is a mode of heat transfer by the actual motion of matter, whereas in conduction, the matter or molecules are just vibrating. They are not displacing from their positions. But whereas in convection, there is actual motion of molecule, there will be displacement. The molecules are actually displacing. This is the major difference between conduction and convection method. In general, convection is mostly possible in fluids. And one more thing, convection can be natural or forced. That you will study in later classes anyway. So there are two types of convections. One is natural convection and another one is forced convection. Now let us take an example for convection. See what? Let us take a gas or liquid inside a vessel. This is a liquid inside a vessel. Now these are liquid molecules. These are liquid molecules. Now when you supply heat energy to them, the space between the molecules will be increased. As a result, the density will decrease. So when you heat this, the density of this liquid will decrease because of that expansion. So whenever the density decreases, they try to occupy the higher positions better. I'll explain this in second slide. So we will take an example for convection. We have taken a vessel and a liquid inside it, and I started to heat this vessel from the bottom. From here I started to heat the vessel. Now the layers at the bottom will receive this heat energy through the vessel. First conduction takes place better. Because of conduction, the heat energy will transfer through this vessel. Right. Now the bottom layer will receive the heat energy from the container, and they starts expansion. As a result, the density of that layer will decrease. So once this bottom layer starts receiving the heat energy, then they starts to expand. As a result, the density of that layer will decrease. So as the density is decreased, they try to occupy the higher space, so they will move to the upper surface. Right. Now the layers just above it starts coming down, and again that layer heated up, the density will decrease, again it goes to the top. As a result, entire water will be heated like in this process. So here if you observe, the liquid molecules are actually moving from their positions. The heat transfer takes place because of actual motion of water molecules. So this kind of heat transfer, or this mode of heat transfer, is only called convection. So I had a highlight point there. Cooler, more denser fluids sink through the warmer, less denser fluids. You can see here. Once the density decreases, then these cooler molecules will sink inside it. You can see here. They are the layers which receive the heat energy, so they start expanding, density will decrease and they will rise up. Now look at here better, this one. So here the liquid molecules are still cooler, the density is more, and they start sinking down. So that's what actually happens here, and the process will be continuing on like this. As a result, this water will be heated up. Right. So this is the best example for convection. So we are done with conduction as well as convection. In the conduction, the transfer of heat will be without the actual motion of molecules, whereas in this convection, you can observe here clearly the mode of heat transfer is because of the actual motion of molecules. Here molecules are displacing from their positions. Right. Now let us go for the third mode of heat transfer. It is radiation. The third mode of heat transfer, which is radiation. Now before going to the third mode, let us have some general question. How does heat energy get from sun to the earth? Question is, how does the heat energy get from sun to the earth? In the previous modes like conduction and convection, you have studied that they require a medium for the flow of heat energy. If you take conduction, the molecules are vibrating over there, so that requires a medium. In general, if you go for convection also, even that also requires a medium for the transfer of energy. Now let us go to the third mode. Okay, in this we study this one, about this one first, later on we go to that. So here the sun is emitting the energy, heat energy. Now that energy is received by earth directly. There is no medium in between sun and earth. It is completely vacuum and empty space, but still the earth is receiving the heat energy from sun. Then how it is possible? There is no medium at all, but still the earth is receiving the heat energy from sun. Right? Look here. You can see here there are no particles between the sun and earth, so it cannot travel by conduction or convection, because for conduction and convection you require medium there like particles, but here there are no particles at all. Then how does the energy transfers from sun to earth? And the answer for this is radiation. Right. Actually what happens is, this sun emits the heat energy in the form of electromagnetic waves. The sun emits this heat energy in the form of electromagnetic radiations and or waves, electromagnetic waves, and those waves will travel in vacuum also. They travel in vacuum, that doesn't require any medium to travel. So that electromagnetic waves are received by earth. The electromagnetic waves are received by earth, right? So this one, the sun, earth, so heat from the sun radiates through empty space to earth. So this sun emits the radiations in electromagnetic waves, okay, and that waves will travel with the speed of light. The speed of that electromagnetic waves is equal to the speed of light. And for the radiation, for the mode of radiation doesn't require any medium. Okay, in this mode of heat transfer, it doesn't require any medium. Well, I actually go for the radiation definition. The electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic waves emitted by a body by virtue of its temperature. So the electromagnetic waves which are emitted by a body by virtue of its temperature is only called as radiation. In general, all the objects, they can emit any temperature except at absolute zero. So all the objects will emit the radiations immediate of their temperature except at absolute zero beta, that is 0 Kelvin. Okay, if the temperature of body is 0 Kelvin, then it doesn't emit any radiations, except that in all the cases the bodies will emit the electromagnetic radiations. And a spectrum that will study later anyway, it contains all the possible wavelengths. Okay, the electromagnetic radiation is a spectrum. It contains all the possible radiations. Right. See better. Let's study something about radiation, important things. First one is radiation travels in a straight line. Yes, but it travels in a straight line. And second one is radiation can travel through a vacuum. Yes, they doesn't require any medium. They can travel in vacuum also. And third one, radiation requires particles to travel. No. Just now we studied radiation will travel even in vacuum also. That doesn't require any intermedium to transfer. So false. Third, last one is radiation travels at the speed of light. As we discussed, the radiations or electromagnetic waves will travel with a speed which is equal to the speed of light. And all the speed of light is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. Okay. So this is some brief idea about the mode of heat transfer beta. The first one is conduction, convection, and the last one is radiation. So what is conduction first? Let us revise in 1 or 2 minutes. Now what is conduction? Okay, the transfer of heat energy without the actual motion of molecules is called conduction. Whereas if you go for convection, this is the mode of heat transfer where the heat energy will transfer with the actual motion of molecules. And third one is radiation. Okay, so radiation is nothing but the transfer of heat even in vacuum. It doesn't require any medium and it's just a electromagnetic radiation, electromagnetic waves.